Hello everyone, this is your teacher Kiria Halima. So today we're going to start working with Microsoft Excel. And I want you to go to Google Chrome like we usually do. Go to TechNowls. Choose the third grade page. Here we are, and our lesson for today is Microsoft Excel 1. We're going to click on that. You remember the password to get into the lesson is SCHAL. Please write that down if you're prompted to, and click Login. Okay, so what is Microsoft Excel? It is a computer program that imitates a paper worksheet. It looks like this, if you see this image here. It shows a large sheet like a sheet of paper that has many cells in a grid of rows and columns. Users can put words or numbers into the cells to make headings and store information, usually numbers. You can also move the grid lines around so that some cells are bigger than others and change the color or size of text font the same way font text is changed in a word processor like Microsoft Word that we have learned how to do in the past. You can even put pictures in the worksheet, make multiple pages, and print out their results on a real paper. The primary reason we use Excel is for automatic calculations. So the spreadsheets can be designed to add up the items amounts on a bill, calculate sales taxes, and even calculate income tax. A user can add and subtract the numbers here even if the numbers are not next to each other. This means the computer does all the math and people only need to give the correct information. So we're going to click on this here. What you will need to do is to click on the fill in the chart template to download and edit. So we're going to click on fill in chart. It's going to download the file for us at the bottom just like we did with Microsoft Word. I'm going to click on it and Microsoft Excel is going to start. That's the application. Okay? So we're going to learn how to fill in with data a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to click on Enable Editing up here. And now I can fill in the cells with data. So what is different about Microsoft Excel is that all the information goes into cells. You see these rectangular spaces here? These are called cells. My cells are characterized by the column they belong to and the row they belong to. And for the columns, I have letters. For the rows, I have numbers. So if I want to place information in this cell here, and I click on my cell, I see that it's highlighted. It's inside a box. That's how it's highlighted. And I know that this cell is A3. Okay? So that's how I know what cell I'm talking about. So in these cells here, I'm going to start placing the information that I have there. I'm going to start with the color. And here the first information I have says that I have 7 students that like the color red. So I'm going to, under the color heading up here, I'm going to write the colors. The first one is red. And the number of kids that like it is 7. I'm going to move to the next one. Now I'm going to write orange. And the number of students that like orange are 3. And then the next one is yellow. And the number that like yellow is 1. Another way I can do this, move from one cell to the other, I can click with my mouse to a different cell. I can also move from one cell to the other by using the arrow keys on my keyboard. So if I want to move from this cell to the one here, I can use the arrow that shows down and then the arrow that shows points to the left to move to that cell here. And in here, I stopped with yellow, so in there I'm going to write green. And with my right pointing arrow, I'm going to move to the cell next to it. And I know I have 6 students that like green, so I'm going to write 6 there. I'm going to move down and left, and my next color is blue. And to the right, I have 7 students that like blue. And then down and to the left, I have purple. And to the right, I have 5 students that like the color purple. I would like you to do the same thing with this little table here. Down here at the bottom, you're going to tell me what pet, which pet, and the number of students that like that pet. And I want you to fill this in just like I did with the one above. So you're going to fill in this table here and this little one here. All these cells with the information that you have on the side here. Once you're done with that, do not forget to save your work. We save our work just like we did with Microsoft Word. We're going to go to File. We're going to click Save As. We're going to choose location, so I'm going to click on Browse. We're going to save our work on the desktop. So I'm going to scroll here up and down until I find Desktop. Here it is, Desktop. And I'm going to give a name to my chart so I know it's mine and I can find it next time I have class. Okay, Miss Halima, I'm choosing to save it on the desktop and I'm going to click Save. And my work has been saved. So it is now your turn to give it a try.